Okay, here's about 1.5 cups of yellow lentils. So I washed it a few times and then just fill it up with water. You have to wash it a few times because it's a bit dusty. So just fill up with water and then soak it overnight until the next morning. Then we can start cooking the dish. Okay, so now as you can see, that's about the amount of dal there is in there. It will expand by tomorrow morning. So after the lentils have been soaking overnight, this is how it is. See, it has expanded so much. Nice and plump. Hi everyone. So I've showed you earlier how to wash and soak the dal. What I'm making is called Dal Palak or Spinach Dal or spinach with lentils. Okay, here are the ingredients you need. You need about 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 onion, just chop it up finely, about 2 chilies roughly cut up, tomatoes depends on you, 1 or 2. I'm using 2 tomatoes. Of course, the dal that I soaked overnight. Then you need some ghee, spinach, which the leaves are separated from the stem because the stem will take longer to cook. So I will cook the stem first before adding in the spinach. And the spinach have to cut it up thinner than this. I will cut it up later. Then you will need Tsp powder. You will need cumin seed. You will need coriander powder. You'll need chili powder. And last of all, turmeric powder. That's it. Very simple vegetarian dish. And the best thing to eat with this is wadai. So I will make this afternoon urat dal wadai. And I will show you how it's done in a separate video. Okay, here's the dal. I put it into my pressure cooker, and as you can see, I put a dash of turmeric in there, and I will add in some oil. Okay, about a tablespoon, that's sufficient, and then just pressure cook it for about 5 minutes. Of course, you add twice the amount of water from the lentils, and then just pressure cook it until it's soft. You can boil it on an uncovered pot, but it will take longer to soften. Okay, first of all, add in a little bit of oil, then add in about 2 tablespoons of ghee. The oil is so that the ghee will not burn, and let this melt first. Okay, now that the ghee has melted, add in around 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds and wait for it to pop. Okay, as it starts to simmer and pop, then you can add in your hing, about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, that will be enough. All that starts cooking, add in your onions. Okay, fry your onions till it gets soft. Okay, I'm going to add some salt into the onions so that it will release the water and help it to cook faster. Now for this dish, be careful with your salt because this spinach vegetable has salt in it, so be careful. As you can see, the onions are getting soft already. Add in your ginger garlic paste. Okay, as usual, fry until the raw smell disappears. Once the raw smell disappears, add in all your green chili. Okay, once you add in your green chili, you can add in all the stems of the spinach because you need to soften this first. Okay, once you have fried this for a while, now you can pour in your lentils. Okay, your lentils that you have cooked earlier. Okay, mix it properly. Now just let it come to a boil. Okay, before it comes to a boil, you have to add in your other spices. Okay, I'm going to add in the spices now. Just 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Okay, that's all you need to add in. Give this a nice mix and then slowly let it come to a boil. You need to cook the stem of the spinach also, so just let it boil slowly before you add in the rest. Okay, I've cooked it down a little bit so that it's much thicker. When it cools down, it will be much thicker. So it depends on you how thick you want it, okay? If you want it thicker, then just let it boil until it's thicker. But we are eating with rice, so a little gravy will be better for us. If you're eating this with chapati or naan, then you can reduce it more. So now you can add in the tomatoes and all of the spinach. Now the spinach might look a lot, but you know, evil will. Okay, so just mix it in, little will. Now once you add in the spinach, after it has wilted, then taste for the salt and add the amount of salt that you want. Okay, so you have to boil this a while because it will start foaming when the spinach is cooking. Just let it foam for a while until the foam is gone, then it's cooked. Okay, I will show it to you when it's all done. Okay, it is done. See, it's much thicker now. Once it cools down, it will be even thicker than this. So normally people eat this with naan, chapati, or they make wadai and then they eat with wadai. Or you can eat it with rice too. It's really delicious. So now you can voila, check it. Bye everybody.